Welcome to Six's Overdrive, everybody. Today is going to be something a little bit different. Today I'm going to do a reaction video. Never done one of these in my life before, but we're going to be talking about the Insta360 I. They have a new motorcycle kit for it, and I want to go through and watch the video for the promo video to see what they're doing, because I see a lot of people doing a lot of weird things, and there's a lot of dangerous things you can do with your camera too. So why don't we watch this video? And I'll put my little comments down in the corner here, and we'll see what's going. I might have to pause the video from time to time just to show you guys something, but let's get on with it here. All right, let's see what's going on here. Blonde girl in shorts walking into the dealership. Nothing to do with the camera yet.
Hey guys, Hannah here, and today I'm going to show you how to take amazing videos using your Insta360 I on a motorcycle.
Ooh, sounds good, sounds good. Wait just a second here. That right there, that camera sticking, I'll circle it here when I get back to editing later. That camera on the front, I tried something like that. That is going to be a disaster. Let me tell you right now, that thing will be moving all over the place. It's fine if you're going 30 kilometers an hour, but anything other than that, that's going to be a disaster. I want to see how theirs work out. They got one at the back, one at the front. That ain't going to work. It's going to be bouncing something fierce.
Guys, so we are here in Chiang Mai, Thailand at the one and only Harley Davidson with my superstar rider, Beau. Thank you very much, Beau. So we are going to take you guys on a journey to some.
I hope that's not the outfit that she's going to be wearing through this video.
But before we begin,
Squidding alert.
See we've always
Squidding alert.
Some 1R. So we have the selfie stick coming out the front for that lucratively named unicorn shot, which is quite a change for some of these Harley riders. And then we've got the selfie stick coming out the back for a nice tail shot, so we'll be able to...
Okay, they've got good things on there. They've got the little locks on there, like handlebar locks. Those would be better than what I'm using. If you use those little stickies, you got to realize that there's a lot more extra leverage. It's just like taking a wheel nut off a bike or off a car or something. If you do this, you're never going to be able to get it off. But if you put a nice long sleeve on there or get a longer wrench, it's easy to pull off. And then when those things are bouncing, you are gonna lose your camera. Best case scenario, you break your camera. Worst case scenario, one of those poles gets stuck into the spokes. Now, there is a solution for it. They do have some motorcycle mounts. I don't know if they're gonna show it later, but they're a lot thinner and a lot lighter and a lot shorter than what these poles are. Okay, so the problem I have is not with the actual mount, it's the pole. The pole doesn't have a very secure thread to it, and neither does my Insta360 X. I don't know if it's a lot different than the 1R, but for that mount. But mine, I wouldn't trust it that much to be bouncing that much off the bike. Those mounts are better, but yeah, let's get back into the video.
To get some cool follow shots there. However, we
see that right there, that's what I'm talking about. That is that long pole like that, and that's going to be bending down, and right at the joint there, that's where you're going to lose something.
Don't all have the luxury of driving beautiful Harleys, so if you're driving a scooter or you have something slightly modest,
we don't have the luxury of driving beautiful Harleys. Give me a break.
Accessories for some other bikes that maybe aren't as clamp friendly as these Harleys. So let's pop in.
They're all clamp friendly. Don't worry about it, guys. Lots of places to clamp your cameras
on a motorbike. Now that we're back in the shop, I missed a very, very important point.
That's the one I'm talking about right there. That is the clamp that you want to get.
But now that we're here, as you've seen outside, we have these kind of industrial clamps.
But the helmet mount with the little
that's where the accessories come in. So we have here
that little sticky, that's going to fall off like that if you get over 50 mile an hour. That thing's just going to go for a ride down the road.
And here in that, you are going to get your extension pole. So this is perfect if you want to stick it on the tail or on the tank, and you can get those really, really cool shots on the back there. We also have the handlebar mount. And if your bike,
a handlebar mount would be crucial.
It doesn't matter, because safety first means that every motorcyclist is going to be wearing their helmet, and that's where we
safety first. But I'm going to stick a spear on the top of my head and drive around.
So there's something out there for everyone.
I would not put your camera mount there, not unless you're only doing 30 kilometers an hour. Ooh. Action scene. This would be just putting your camera on the ground, right? Like, there's not much there. She is getting on the bike with a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. Well, lots of people do that, but let's all face it, guys, don't try this at home. So far, you don't need an action camera for any of this stuff, except for maybe that, so you didn't get your camera dirty. Look, the mounts are gone. They took the mounts off the motorbikes. The ones I was telling you that wouldn't work, they took them off. That's on the tank, or a chesty maybe. That's a chesty probably. That one's off the tail a bit, but look, she's holding it. She's no longer putting it on that mount anymore. She's holding it. She's holding it here too. So this is great if you're doubling, but you don't want to be holding on to your cameras while you're driving down the road. Again, holding it. They're going really slow speeds, as you'll notice right now too, because these things with those long poles, the wind really grabs them. It's pretty crazy. Let's listen.
Things. Number one, I always talk about health and safety. So, lesson learned. Do not put your leg on the exhaust pipe of a Harley.
That's best case scenario.
Number
if they would have wiped out or she fall off the bike.
Right, so let's do a
even worse.
Rewind and look how we did them.
So they're going to show you how they did all these shots here. So let's check this out.
This is Hannah from the past speaking.
And I guarantee you they didn't use those handlebar mounts or that swing arm mount anymore. They took them off because they bounced around too much.
Doom, 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 showing the rider getting ready for his shot. I'm going to take you behind the scenes and we're going to show you that with a 1 hour time lapse. Leave your message here on the telephone, because we've no idea when we're coming home.
They got a lot better looking hosts than I am, that's for sure. Not safe for going out on the road, maybe a parking lot, but not safe for the road. Don't hold stuff in your hands, guys. I guess that was just eating pineapple. That wasn't trying to get. I thought they were going to do some cool thing with smoke there or something. 10-foot pole is a must for this camera, by the way, guys. It makes everything look like you've got a drone. I told you, chesty, helmet. I don't know. Did they do the helmet? Oh yeah, for a quick shot right there. Again, I thought they used a pole there, but they got some guy hand holding it. So yeah, the poles do not work that good. For those long extended poles, don't put them on your bike. My camera doesn't do that. The 1X doesn't do that.
So now it's time for a little bonus shot where you can get a little bit more creative with your 360 mod. So you're going to shoot in 5.7K, mount your 1R on a tripod, and then it's super simple. All you need to do is drive around 2 to 3 meters from the camera, and we're going to play around with the tiny planet effect, okay? But I am not the best rider of all people, so I'm going to get my evil clone to do it for you. So let's watch.
Stunt doubles. Whew. The other thing I can teach you guys is a little trick that you can use to get rid of the tripod in this shot. I've done this shot a few times and you can just superimpose it off of the...
Now, my friends, we are going to teach you a little Hollywood technique that you can try on your motorcycle. Okay, flipper, start again. Now, my friends, we're going to teach you a little Hollywood technique, but we're going to do it motorcycle style, okay? That is a Steven Spielberg's 1R. Basically what this is 5 different angles in one continuous long shot. In Hollywood style, you're going to need cranes, dollies, whatever, but now you can do it with your motorcycle, your selfie stick, and your 1R. So let me show you.
As long as you've got a passenger on the back,
so
or somebody on another motorbike
like
filming
this,
it.
And you're going to start 1,
yeah, see?
2, 3, 4, and 5. You know I love a fake drone shot.
So this is
let's
kind
do
of
this for
misleading
me.
because that motorcycle package, everything that comes in that motorcycle package, the only thing that I really see useful in that package is those little bars and that handlebar and that handlebar clamp. But they don't use any of that stuff anywhere. That's the only place they use it, and that's short enough to do that. But any longer than that, you're going to run into trouble. I think what I'll do after this video is we're going to go back outside and I'll show you some of the mounts that I have on my bikes where I put them.
Adventure.
They'll probably work pretty good.
Here and a brand
They should
new
be modded a
scar
little bit
to
for 360
memorize
cameras
this,
there.
Amazing adventure that we had here in Chiang Mai, Thailand.
I wish I could have warned her.
This is giving you guys some nice ideas for your next motorcycle.
Yeah, she's
trip,
got the
or
Rode video
if you end
mic
up
on
this
there.
side of the
Same
world.
one I got.
Drop down in the comments and I'll give you some top tips for your next ride here in Chiang Mai. But before we end this video, I want to say a massive thank you to the guys over at Harley Davidson Chiang Mai. We couldn't have done this without you. You're amazing riders and you're amazing bikes. So thank you so much for that. And to show your support for those guys, and also me, I tell you guys enough, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring the notifications. And thanks for coming on this journey.
Thanks for coming out. Well, let's get rid of this from here. That was an entertaining video, but a lot of things wrong with it, like I pointed out. We'll go outside and I'll show you what I think on the motorcycle itself and show you where these mounts will actually work. Let's use the DJI Osmo Action to go out and get this. I'm gonna warn you right now, there might be some kids running around the house. We're all in lockdown. We're all practicing safe distancing. Okay, let's set this up over here and let me show you what I'm talking about with these long poles. Okay, the one thing I really didn't like in the video that they were talking about was using these poles. You remember at the start, they had these attached way back here, sticking out the back of the bike like this, and then they had one out the front of the bike like this. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's just an accident waiting to happen. This end here is not meant for that. It's very flimsy. It's plastic. These are, what are they, $20 poles? You don't want to do that. The aluminum ones they had, they're better, but keep in mind that those aluminum ones are only about this long. All right, so you might have to string two together, and remember, the more you get together, the more tension you have. So don't put them anywhere windy. You want to keep under 30 kilometers an hour, or 30 miles an hour, sorry, if it's windy, or put it to the back of the bike like I did here. The handlebar mounts can take a little bit more if it's with those aluminum pieces, but remember, the longer the pole, the more torque you're gonna get. So that's my recommendation for you guys. Remember that these 360 cameras are not quite the same as action cameras. They're designed to be able to frame your shot somewhere else. So it's actually nice to get them up and out of the way of what you're doing, because you get a lot more variety in your shots than what you can typically do with like a DJI Osmo Action or a Hero 8 or anything like that. So you kind of do want an extension on them. Try to keep them out of the wind. Try to keep your mounts from snapping off. Be very careful with them, okay, guys? We don't want anybody hurt or breaking their cameras or anything like that. These things aren't cheap either. But I would just mount these to any flat surfaces on your bike, even curved surfaces. And if you want to, you can mount them, those handlebar mounts, anywhere you want. That little kit is about $70 US plus shipping. In Canada, it's a lot for shipping. I tried through Insta once. I had to cancel and go through Amazon. Personally, what I would do, I would buy a $30 cheap GoPro accessory kit, and it comes with a whole bunch of stickies and a whole bunch of poles and everything else. I would use that. So I hope this advice helps you out. Remember to share, like, comment, and subscribe. This is Six's Overdrive, and I'm out of here. Bye-bye.